Okay, next we're going to create another method which will return the ID of the lastly inserted record. So we start with public function get last insert ID. Then we use the sequence name. By default, it will be null. Return this underscore db object last insert ID, and we pass this sequence name to it. Okay, and that's everything for this method. Next one will be get all, so that we can get all the records with just one simple method. Public function get all, we pass the SQL by default null, and we pass params by default null as well. Okay, now if is an empty SQL, then we use statement equals this query SQL params, and then return statement fetch all, and we use the constant PDO constant called fetch underscore sock. So that's our get all method. Next method will be called get one. So I'm just going to copy the entire thing, few new lines, paste it, rename it to get one. We've got SQL params as well. We check if SQL is an empty. Exactly same thing. Now, rather than fetch all, it's going to be simply fetch, again, fetch a sock as parameter. Next one will be called execute. I'm going to again copy this. We call it execute. Same parameters, again, checking if SQL is an empty, running a query on a statement variable. Then what we do is this affected rows equals statement row count. We can remove this one. We simply return true. And after this, if SQL is empty, obviously return false. Just to make sure that my variable isn't misspelled, copy and paste. That's fine. So that's our execute method. And the last one which we're going to create is the insert one. I'm going to copy all this again. A few new lines, paste it, and instead of execute, we have insert. Same parameters, SQL we're checking, but this time what we do is if this, and rather than query, it will be execute. Execute, then this ID equals this get last insert ID. We don't pass any parameter, return true. Now remove this affected rows, otherwise return false, and then return false as well. So that's our DBase class ready. In the next video, we're going to actually import our database so that we can actually connect to the real database, insert all the records, and so on.